Hey everybody, Greg here with killerreviews.com. So I have gotten back into the movie collecting scene. So I had my store, right, for a couple years, and when you run a store and you just deal with DVDs and Blu-ray all the time, it's just kind of not as exciting. It just turns into product. And I had a lot of my personal collection in the store. So I didn't really have a collection really anymore. I had stuff that I wanted to keep in boxes, right? So basically, my collection has been in boxes and on the store shelf, right? So because when I put stuff on the shelf, I said, do I want to keep this for me or just sell it, right? And I honestly put most of my stuff for sale. So I had to go through all my movies once I closed the store to figure out where my collection was at. And that, my girlfriend Melissa, so you guys know her, I've been dating her for a long time. So Melissa started buying some used DVDs, and she wanted to work on her collection, which I didn't even know she collected movies. So we went to this place called Bull Moose, which is our local. It's in New England. It's our local chain of used media, books, CDs, records, toys, board games. It's just like a whole bunch of really cool stuff, right? But they have tons of movies. So we went there, and she picked out some movies, and I started looking through movies. And I haven't bought movies in so many years, like on a regular basis. But going through my collection again, because I wanted to sell a lot of stuff. I'm trying to get my apartment up to, I want my apartment to look nice, so I'm going through all my stuff. So I'm selling a crap ton of movies, and I'm putting some of that money towards buying new Blu-rays. So I have a whole stack here of stuff I've gotten, some stuff from Christmas, but mostly just shopping for new movies. So I'm going to go through some of that stuff now. So I'm starting with some PlayStation stuff. I know I said Blu-rays and DVDs or whatever movies, but there's only a couple things that aren't that, so I want to show those first. So I got this. This is Salt and Sanctuary, and this is for PlayStation Vita, which I also collect, do minor collecting for, very minor. I only have I have a lot of digital games, but I only have a handful of actual games. And this is super collectible. This is from Limited Run Games. And this is like a Dark Souls, a 2D version of Dark Souls. This was very hard to get. I had waited. Limited Run Games, they do a lot of Vita releases in PlayStation 4 and Switch, but they specialize in putting games on physical media that don't have a physical copy of it. So they sell out super fast, and I was waiting to get this one. I was literally on their website in the checkout shopping cart area, and I had it ready to buy, and the little ticker's going down when it'll be available to purchase. And as soon as it clicked 0, I clicked add to cart, and it said sold out. It took 10 seconds for it to say sold out. So I tweeted at the company. I was really annoyed that they already sold out, and some dude saw my tweet and said, "Hey, I got a copy for a friend of mine who doesn't want it anymore. Do you want it?" Just some stranger online. And I was like, "Yeah, man, that would be awesome." So she shipped this to me for the same price that it would have cost me at getting it at the store, which is great because they instantly double in price as soon as that they're sold out. eBay is probably $75. So got that. Thank you very much. And I got for Christmas, I got Horizon Zero Dawn. This is the complete edition. This is probably my favorite game I've played in a very long time. This game is so good. I cannot recommend it enough. And I'm doing all the achievements. So I play a lot of Minecraft. I still do. But when I'm not playing that and I'm playing video games, I'm playing this. And I'm still trying to get all the achievements because there's more once this edition came out, there's more to get. So this is a phenomenal game. All right. Now on to some movies. So I'm at Best Buy the other day. Yesterday I'm at Best Buy. We actually got a 4K player. My girlfriend bought a really nice TV, and we bought a 4K player machine. So that's another reason why I'm getting the Blu-ray bug again. So what can I buy in HD? Whatever 4K. I mean, so I'm at Best Buy. By the way, it's very hard to find movies I want. I'm super picky on 4K. So I'm at Best Buy looking through the shelves, and I see this thing. This has all 8 movies. I say all 8, right? It has 8 of the Friday the 13th. That's not all of them, but it's pretty damn close. This was $20. And this has I mean, guys, the special features, you can't see because it's so small, I'm sure, but it has commentary tracks. I don't think it has everything that's been released for the movies, but I also have the DVD versions for the extra features too. But this does have a shitload of commentary tracks, guys. I mean, if you don't have Friday the 13th on Blu-ray, see, for me, I only have a couple. So it, it was a no-brainer. And I don't even want to watch these. See, some Blu-rays have two movies on them, which makes me wonder if that's kind of sketching me out. Like it's not good quality transfer, maybe. But I also don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So I'm not super psyched to watch these again. I've seen these so many times, but this is one of those moments when you look at it. There's only 2 copies left in the store, and it's $20. And you know it's going to go out of print probably because they always fuck up these releases with these horror franchises because nobody gives a shit at the studios, right? So I knew if I didn't buy that shit right now, that sure enough it would be sold out, and I wasn't gonna be able to get any more of it at some point. It'd be like $100. So I did that. I picked that one up. So oh, this is exciting. So I was this one too for Black Friday shopping. Yeah, that's about right. For Black Friday shopping, I didn't go out. Actually, I went to one store on Black Friday, but it was like that weekend I went. So Black Friday was whatever a Friday. I literally was wondering what day it was. So Saturday I did go to a Walmart and they had a bin of Blu-rays for like $5 each. So I picked up some movies. I picked up this one, Hell on High Water. This is really good. This, I tell you, Chris Pine. Tell you, I thought Chris Pine was just gonna be a fluke with his Star Trek, role as Kirk. But this dude, like, he really is a good actor. And when he was in Wonder Woman, I was like, okay, dude, like this guy can literally hold his own. I hold his own. I mean, he was with that, Wonder Woman herself, Diana, but he still was the male lead, and he was really good in that movie, and he's really good in this freaking movie, right? I mean, this guy, he's actually an actor. Like I thought he was just like an action star or something, right? But he does a lot of independent movies, and his characters are all different, and he's phenomenal in this movie. So Chris Pine he's growing up the ladder for me as far as actors go. And of course, it has Ben Foster. He's one of my favorites. Ben Foster, this guy, he's a freaking maniac in this movie. Yeah, check this out. And sure enough, I don't even like these movies, but I had to get them. Whoop-oo. Yes, Paranormal Activity. Because I have all the other ones. And if you're a collector, you gotta have them all to some extent. I do like the franchise. This one I haven't even seen. I think I shut it off after like 10 minutes. I didn't give it a fair shake, but I'm sure it's probably really bad. This one I hated, but I really do want to watch I'm a stick glutton for punishment. I really do want to watch the series again. I mean, what is there? Like 5 movies? Maybe 6? Probably 5? No, Paranormal Activity 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then there's these 2. So there's 6. There's 6 of them. I really want to watch them and see if they make sense together. I don't think they do. I really don't think they do because I did try earlier a couple years ago. I tried, and at some point, it's like this is such bullshit. Like it doesn't even make any sense anymore. So I picked those up, but now I can't find Paranormal Activity 1 and 2. I think somebody borrowed them, so now I have to figure out and rebuy those or whatever. So yeah, so my local Bull Moose, right, which I told you about, right, with this I tell you, I went in there with there's a whole bunch of Blu-rays that I don't want anymore. Like, I went through every movie I owned, and I said, if I'm going to watch this again. If not, if I know I'm not going to watch it again, it's just gone. There's no like, I'm so over buffing your collection out just to have more. I used to do that all the time. I used to just buy movies just so I'd have a bigger collection, right? To some extent. I mean, I might say, oh, I might watch that or something. But I also got a lot of movies for reviewing, right? Over the years of doing killer reviews, just so many movies that came in, and I just got rid of them all. Like I just don't care. So everything I own is either one of my favorite movies or I'll watch it again. So this place, Bull Moose, right? They have this section, 199 Blu-rays, 199, and it's I couldn't even believe it, right? But I've been back there a few times since then, and they're almost gone, right? I mean, there was a good amount of movies there, but they go so fast, right? So I'm gonna show you the movies I got for 199 each, $2. This movie I've probably seen 3 times. I could watch it again right now. You want to hang out? You want to put this in? I'll watch it right now. Hands down, American Sniper. The Fault, The Fault in Your Stars. This isn't even. This is new. This is new. But what they do is there's their package here. See that? Right? So what they do is if they have a bunch of copies of the movie and one of them has a cut like this, it goes to the 199. You know, not all of them, but a lot of the ones in the 199 bin. So this has a slice too. American Sniper has a slice. You probably can't see it, right? But I think people are such diehard collectors that go there that they're not going to want to spend, you know, they're not going to want to buy this because of the cut. So this movie, I like this movie. I like the girl in it. I can barely tell which one's the girl actually on the cover here. The one with the nose, the sexy nose tube. Right? I like this movie. I'd watch it again. I mean, 199. 199? Dude, 199. 199. This movie I've never seen. I still haven't seen it. I don't know. I heard good things about it, and this is the remake, of course, right? I haven't seen it. I heard it was really gory. I'm super excited to see this. You guys let me know how this movie is. Okay. And then also for 199, I've never seen Zero Dark 30. This is the Hunt for Bin Laden, I think. But I love war movies. I love, you know what? 23 Hours. Is that what it's called? 13 Hours? I think it's 13 Hours. By Jerry Bruckheimer, the war movie. It's funny. What's the one where the guy gets stuck? The hiker. James Franco gets stuck for so like what is that? How many hours is that movie? 7 days. Something. Oh my god! I don't even know what the fuck that movie's called. Right? I don't know. There's so many movies with days. Right? It's not the James Franco movie where he's stuck in the wall. I think it's 13 Hours with Krasinski, John Krasinski. I've seen that quite a bit too, but I love these movies. I don't think I've seen this one all the way through. I think I fell asleep, not because it was bad, because I was tired and I'm old. This was $2, and I don't remember liking this all that much, but I like Jake Gyllenhaal is probably my favorite actor, so I think I'm gonna start just trying to collect movies he's in. But I got this because Anne Hathaway's naked in it, and I wanted to see her naked again. That's the only reason, honestly. Like, I know she's naked in this a lot, and I forgot what she looked like naked. So that's my $2 investment. This is crazy. Breaking Bad, the complete second season for $199. See there. You know, it's like I don't even care about this stuff. Like I used to give a shit. I used to I wouldn't buy that back in the day. But when you get older, I don't know. It's just like I just don't because it goes on the shelf like this, right? So I'm gonna forget that's even there. I mean, I already forgot it was there. I just saw it and I'm like, oh, that's right. That's that little scratch is there. So I just don't give a shit. Like I'm so over it. Like, right? You don't even notice it. So I recently watched Breaking Bad for my second time all the way through this year. I don't know if I'll watch it again at some point, but who knows, right? But it just has a lot of special features, has a lot of commentary tracks that I like to listen to while I work. Um, So just the extra material for me is worth, I mean, $2. I mean, how can you not let something this awesome go for $2? That's so. I mean, I had to grab it. So yeah. So I have, so that's all the $2 stuff I got. Um, so I went to a pawn shop. Let me find all my pawn shop movies. I went to a pawn shop. Yeah, I think that's it. So I went to this pawn shop and I picked out some movies. I picked out American Pie 2. See, see, this does bother me. Like this, I'm gonna clean up with a mark with a some kind. He said like a wet marker, like a eraser marker would clean that up. So part of what I'm trying to do with my collection is fill stuff out, right? So for instance, Melissa says to me, "Hey, I want to watch the American Pie movies." And I'm like, "Oh, I must have those." And for some reason, my American Pie 2 DVD is just really dark. I don't know if that's like that for that release for everybody, but it's just dark. Maybe I had a defective DVD at some point, but I should have these on Blu-ray anyway. I mean, yeah, they're not as good. Like the first one's great, right? But American Reunion is my favorite one. They killed that one. It's so good. But like, I still want them, right? And these movies are so cheap. I mean, this is $5, but I got it cheaper. It's like if you want to rent a movie on TV, it's like $6. Ah, you can buy this for 3, right? So like I buy movies a lot, just even if I want to watch something as opposed to a new release. Right? It's cheaper than renting movies, so I just have stacks of stuff I want to watch. So I got American Pie 2. I don't think I have the other ones on Blu-ray. Just American Reunion I have on Blu-ray. So Place Beyond the Pines, that was at the pawn shop. Now this pawn shop didn't have a whole bunch of movies to pick from, a whole bunch of Blu-ray. I mean the DVDs. I mean they have, guys, 10,000 DVDs there. But the Blu-ray section's not too great. It probably gets picked through all the time. It's just a pawn shop, right? It's not like Boom Moose has thousands and thousands of Blu-rays. And by the way, I'm kind of over DVD. If I can get it on Blu-ray, I'm not even buying it, even thinking about a DVD. So A Place Beyond the Pines. I just really like this movie. It's, if you haven't seen this, it's really great. Like half the movie is with these people, okay, and then the second half of the movie is with Bradley Cooper, and in the middle of the movie they come together for a little bit. But it is just such a, it's a slow burn. It is, but I just love the actors. I love this whole cast. I could just, it's just the writing so good. This is a really good movie. And then I got The Proposal. So this movie I haven't seen since it came out, but I remember liking it a lot. And Ryan, I mean, I shouldn't say Ryan Reynolds saves the day. I mean, this is a good movie. She's really good in it too. Good old Sandy. But it's just, I really like Ryan Reynolds. And I think everybody does. We all do, right? I mean, we love Ryan Reynolds. And this is a really good, this is the year's best comedy. Yeah, it was really good. So, and it's funny, I was watching some kind of late night show, right? Which I don't watch much anymore because it's all political now. But some director said this is one of his favorite movies. Oh, it was Josh Brolin. Josh Brolin said he loves The Proposal. So he reminded me to watch it again. I was watching the interview, and he's like, "Oh, I love Proposal." So I picked this up at the pawn shop, and then I think I had 3, and they were like, "If you pick out 4," I couldn't find a 4th movie, and he's like, "If you pick out 4, it's actually cheaper. Um, you know, the more you buy, the less you pay." So for my last movie, I got Caddyshack. So I wasn't super stoked to get this. This is a classic. Um, it is a classic. I just don't know if I want to watch it again. I watched this a lot when I was little. It was on TV all the time. This was when, like, before cable. You had like, well, I mean, I guess early cable had HBO. Right when HBO first came out, this was on all the time. This movie and like Porky's was on HBO all the time, and I would used to tape the movies. HBO would have a free. My parents didn't have HBO. HBO would have like a free weekend, so you could watch movies for free for a weekend. So I would tape them, and then that's what I would watch because you couldn't rent movies really, not that early on. So I would record these movies, and that's all I could watch. So I used to watch this, like probably like 3 times a week, literally for like a year. So I've seen this way too much, I think. But I had to get it. It was almost like not paying for it because it was cheaper to get one more. Right? It's a great movie. Don't get me wrong. It's a great movie. I've just seen it a lot. All right. So getting down there, I could have sworn I could have brought out more too, but I figured this is long enough. So the next movies are very conscious choices, right? We had a stack of $2 movies. We had a stack of the pawn shop movies, but these movies they actually paid around $10 for. So, Shawshank Redemption, I couldn't believe I didn't have this on Blu-ray, and I think it just kind of slipped through. See, this is me trying to. Oh, that's right. I bought E.T. It's not here. I bought E.T. from that pawn shop as well. E.T. on Blu-ray. So this is me trying to fill up my collection. I couldn't believe I didn't have this on Blu-ray. So here it is. Just watched this again the other night with Melissa. It was as good as it always is. I hadn't seen it in probably at least 5 or 6 years. And it was great to go back to the prison to see Red and the boys. Oh, man, he knows how to get things from time to time. I can't believe how young they look, by the way. I mean, Tim Robbins looks like he's 30 years old. Like, I don't know how old he is in this, but my God, and Sonny Jesus. If you watch this again, these people are young in this movie, which means I'm getting old. So yeah, that's a classic. That's just a classic. Scrooge, I got this about a month before Christmas at Bull Moose. This is my favorite Christmas movie, and a lot of people don't know about this one. This is Albert Finney. I couldn't believe they had this on Blu-ray. That was so awesome. Well, I knew it was on Blu-ray. I couldn't believe Bull Moose had it because somebody was used. Somebody bought the Blu-ray and traded it in, which surprises me. That's what's cool about Bull Moose. I tell you, like, they have so much product, and a lot of collectors go there that you do get more rare Blu-rays or whatever, DVD, books, CDs. You get more rare content there than you would find just at like a less collectible place, right? If that makes any sense. This isn't easy to find used at all. So anyway, yeah, I just love this. This is the first one I saw as a kid. This is actually kind of scary. I think when I was a kid, it really scared me. At one point, they go into the sky and fly. Probably to go like to the past or something. And there's all this kind of ghosts and stuff. And this one has more of a good horror, eerie feel to it. So yeah, Scrooge. And then I got this one. I saw the new Mission Impossible, Fallout, which was awesome. It's funny, they have like 20 minutes of dialogue at the very beginning of the movie, but then it's like 2 hours of like barely anything actually plot-wise, anything happens really. They do like a 20-minute action sequence and they go like back to like one scene to move the plot forward, then go back to an action sequence. So Fallout was awesome. I knew it would be. It did a crap ton of money at the box office. Tom Cruise has not been doing very well with his movies lately, I tell you. But he nailed that one out of the park. That made a shitload of money for him. So great news there. So we'll get more of them. But I figured I'd pick up, because I after I turned in the Blu-rays, I went through the ones I didn't want to keep, and I went to Bull Moose, and I gave them, like probably 30 movies, maybe 25, 30 movies, and they gave me $50 store credit. So I really, if I'm not paying cash for it, like if I'm trading in movies to get movies, I don't mind getting like filling out my collection a little bit more, right? Like that's why I got Shawshank Redemption. I got this movie and another Mission Impossible there too. So I don't mind filling out my collection. I figured I can try to get all the Mission Impossible movies on Blu-ray. That'd be cool. So I got this one and the one before this. I forget what it's called. So these are awesome. I think they get better every time too. By the way, the new Fallout movie, the guy Caviezel, the guy who plays Superman really shitty, Henry Cavill or something. I don't know. The new Superman, the guy, he's in Ghost Portal. Well, no. He's in Fallout, and he's awesome in it. He's really awesome in that movie. I love Fallout. Yeah. All right. So another one I got, Purge. I really like this movie. I love this movie. Um, I love the idea of literally like tonight's the purge. Like there's like a alarm system that goes off when the purge starts, and all the gates get locked, and like you get like locked down, for purge night. And I just love that idea. It's so creepy. It seems like it could be real. Like just the idea, like who knows, like 30, 40 years from now or 50 years from now, when there's just a lot more people in the world. I mean, like, God, like who knows, right? If I mean, of course, it probably won't happen. Of course not. But it's kind of believable. It doesn't seem possible to me the way the world is. So it just seems borderline realistic, and this one really does a good job of. It's so cringy to think like you lock down your house, right? You have your family in your home, and somebody in your family, you know, um, might want to kill somebody else. In this one, a boyfriend stays in without the parents knowing, and the boyfriend wants to kill the dad. So it's just pretty realistic. And then of course, as the more they go, I was okay with the first few purges after this one, but the last one I shut off. I was like a half hour in, I just shut it off. For some reason, it's all ghetto now. For some reason, it's like takes place in the ghetto. You have all these like drug dealers or something. It's just like, yeah, it's just not my thing anymore. But yeah, I love the first one, so I just watched it again and it holds up. This one, Out of the Furnace. This one is only $6 on Amazon, and I forget what. I've seen this movie before. I loved it. It's got Casey Affleck, who's another one of my favorite actors, and of course Christian Bale. I mean the cast is unbelievable on this movie. But I think I was looking on Blu-ray.com, and this came up, but like as like it was on sale. I was just flipping through movies. A lot of I do spend quite a bit of time lately just flipping through movies and adding to wish lists and stuff. Once you need to upgrade, literally, I'm so into it right now. It's awesome. But this one did. I'm like, oh my god, that movie's great, and it's $6. So I picked that one up. This is really good if you haven't seen this. And this is usually free on Netflix or Amazon Prime. It goes on and off, but you can probably find this free somewhere. And then The Wolf of Wall Street. This is one I've wanted for quite a long time, and I just this I think was free for a while. I feel like I watch this every 6 months. I could watch this all the time, but it went off. I think it was free on Amazon, but it went off of it. This could have been a year ago. I don't know, but I hadn't been able to watch it for free anywhere. And this is a movie I watch often. It's one of those movies. I didn't like it very much at first, honestly, but it's one of those movies for me where every scene is just really fun. I think it's hilarious. This movie's hilarious, and like every scene is just fun, right? So like as you're watching it, it just rewards you every. That's why some movies I watch a lot, over and over and over, is they have the constant satisfaction. Some movies are like a slow burn. There's like a half an hour, not much happens, right? It's all slow and those movies I have a hard time watching over. Anyway, that was awesome. This is cheap too. This is like $10 now. So that's it, guys. Oh, one more thing. So check this out. It Follows. So some of you might be thinking this is a really big CD, but no, this is a record, a record. So yeah, this is one of my favorite movies. It Follows. This movie, man, I didn't like it in theaters. You know why? Because everybody was so stoked about this movie. They would say to me, "Greg, you have to see this movie. It's like the best horror movie you've seen in 10 years." So I was a little overhyped for it, I think, right? But I ended up just once that wore off, I watched it a few more times, and I just like it. It's just I love the atmosphere, the originality. I like the cast. The girl in it is really cute. The music is insane, right? And it's creepy. Like it's just it's not jump scare. It's not all that dumb jump scare stuff, right? It's just the undertone of this dread, right? Just dread always coming to get you. Ah, yeah, it makes me cringe. So yeah, I got a record player. I've had one before. Actually, Patrick from Southie actually gave me a record player, but I have a smaller one that's a little bit more portable, which is awesome. So yeah, I got this yesterday. It was $40. That's a lot for me to pay on a record, but I'm realizing the records I want are around $40. This one you can get for about $19.99, but this one has a different color of vinyl. It's like a limited edition, right? That's why it's more expensive. I tell you, with records, there's a lot of like that bullshit, like limited edition, 5 different covers, right? Like only 500 printed. There's all that bullshit that makes it go up in price. But yeah, this has the blue vinyl. So it was about $20 more to get the limited edition blue one. And I don't usually care about that shit, but I figured like because I like It Follows so much, this is a movie I like enough where I would like to have a limited edition. It's just more special. That's just all it is. It's just more special to me. It's funny. I think I'm going to keep all these plastic things too. Usually I don't like to keep that stuff, but I don't know why. Like for records, it just seems like you can see okay, so it's used, right? You can see what the original price was. Then somebody wrote on it, like a person actually. I know, obviously, a person wrote that. We know that, but it just seems more fun and personal, right? Like somebody wrote this, and sometimes you can get like it was $39.99, then there's like a sticker over it that says like $29.99. You can see like prices go down, and you can see where it was sold, right? Like what date this tag was printed. It just kind of like makes it more, where it's been, right? It's almost like a VHS tape. Old VHS tapes, ex rentals are great because you can see like the video store where it was at, right? Where the tape came from. So yeah, I like that. And then just one last thing. I got this at Barnes and Noble. It's a Zoltar machine, and if you've seen Big, right? This is the thing in Big, Zoltar. It's actually gone beyond Big at this point. But yeah, it comes with so $12. It comes with little collectible cards, and he does have like a little. Well, I'll just show you, I guess. Yeah, I can't open it. It's like I did open it, but it's hard to open it without ripping the box. But yeah, there's like a little crystal ball, and he goes, "This is Zoltar," and he gives you like a little saying, right? Your life is rich. Life enriches life and memories, whatever. Zoltar says you will be successful, right? Just little fucking fortunes. Fortunes is the word. Fortunes, little fortunes. Yeah, I don't know. I just had to have this little dumb thing from like just my shelf. All right, that's it, guys. It has been so much fun hanging out with you. It's really good to just because I talk all the time to Melissa because I don't do this anymore. I don't podcast anymore, and I don't like hang out with a lot of people. So she just gets all my thoughts and stuff all the time. I just fucking talk all the time. So maybe I can get some of that stuff out doing these videos. All right. Thanks, guys. Let me know what you guys picked up. What you got for Christmas, whatever. Leave a comment. All right. Take care. Thanks for watching.